Hey, Monkey, how you doing? I remember you. I can't forget your name. How you doing today? I had to restart my stream, and I was late. I wanted to keep that one up there because of Kanan and his little funny comment telling me I was an hour and a half late, but I decided not to. Well, I didn't decide not to. The stream was acting a fool, so I had to change it up. Well, I had to end it. It was acting up. Anyway, I'm trying to clear some of these all these crazy comments I got that I never did. What you up to today? I need to get out of here and go get to the money. That's what I need to be doing. I messed around and overslept. I got up at like 8. Well, I got up early. And I went back to sleep. And I don't even know how I got up so late. I don't know. I guess you gotta sleep while you can, cause honey, when the commotion and records started, I don't know. That was some good sleep though. I did a live late last night because I was a little irritated, and I was like, why in the world I stay up late doing a live, knowing I'm irritated, and I should have got my should have waited until I got up, but I couldn't because I was people just be doing the most. I ain't gonna lie, that name they knocked me out. Deleted account. No, I don't have a reason to cuss them out. I don't eat out, honestly. I cook my own food. But I will cuss somebody out that come and disturb my peace. Or try to. Deleted account. Lord, baby, you be trolling? Because I made a lot of troll friends. Anyway, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday. I decided to sit and do a couple I put up a couple throwback videos. I hope you guys have a moment to check them out, one or two of them. But anyway, I don't know. I think I'm gonna make me a fringe skirt today. I haven't made one of those since maybe like 2018. Anyway, I'm gonna grab me some fabric and do that today. That should be fun. And other than that, I'm just sipping my coffee. I just, finally made it out here. I was supposed to be up at 12. 12 came and went. I was waiting for Kanan because he liked to put in comments or whatever and be funny. So I was waiting on him. That's what I'm waiting on. Oh, I need to turn my other app on. Yeah, I need to go get to where the money reside because I'm just sitting in here and I don't mind entertaining and talking, but can somebody hit a like you like for your girl? Yeah. So, what's it? Deleted account. So basically, this is what happened. This is just the things. I already basically have something similar to a daycare center that's downstairs from me. Okay? And then you pair that with an out of control, immature man that makes a lot of noise, slams doors, screams, beat on walls, along with the children, and he decides to do it in the midnight hour. That's why I was irritated. That had nothing to do with food, baby. Speaking of food, I'm gonna get ready to bake me some soon. I didn't make my pizza yesterday. I don't know why, but I'm gonna make it today. I'm gonna go ahead and when I get off here, because I already have everything, I don't have to run out to the store. I could just go, boom, start whipping it up, get that, get that dough going, woo, 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 whatever. Got my hat on just for it, and all I gotta do is slap my apron on, and then you become a fast food restaurant, baby, because I don't have to eat out. When you learn how to cook, you ain't really gotta do that like that. And plus, you set yourself up for disappointment. You know how, like, you go somewhere and you get something that's normally real, real good, and then you come back and you like, ooh, that's nasty. It used to be good, or it's burnt, or you get some, you get poor customer service, things that. Anyway, going back to what I was talking about. So the man is childish, very juvenile, screaming, yelling. Hold on, let me see something right there. I hope they're going for it. Never mind, false excitement. Baby, I had enjoyed the vacation away from you. It was so peaceful. It was like how it used to be when I didn't have a neighbor. It was amazing. Um, I got so much done because I knew I wasn't going to be jolted out my sleep with screaming kids, a screaming spouse, this man. Yeah, that's what I was disturbed about last night. Somebody trying to disturb my peace. And especially if you tell somebody over and over again, something bothers you. Anyway, it's a new day. And a new set of blessings on the way. I need to find. So if you're not new here, I just ramble and I'm just having my coffee. I'm late. I supposed to been up here like 12. I didn't get up here till like 1:45. You know, when you can get some good rest, you go ahead and take advantage of it. Because some people ain't even sleeping. But I like going to sleep. I like resting my eyeballs. I like being able to get through all the realms and cycles of sleep. Because that way I can go whoop somebody, you know what, and then I can come back down here and I can rest. And do what I got to do around here. So yeah, this coffee good today. I don't know what. So, yeah. I'm just looking at a couple projects that I need to work on, and I'm just sitting here taking a list, writing a list and taking it twice. I don't need Christmas to do that. But I'm right here fighting with this disrespectful printer, and I've almost given up. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try one more thing, And after that, if it don't work, I'm gonna have to use my backup one, which I hate using because I have to buy a different type of ink for that one. And I got a lot of stuff I need to print out. Ugh. But nonetheless, it's Thursday. Who changed their name? Who was that? What your name used to be? Mike in the building. Hey, Mike. Oh my gosh, I can't with you. Why did you change? You starting anew. You starting anew. I mean, you got a first name, a middle initial, and a last name. I and who is this person that you who is this personality that you taking on for today? Noga. I'm gonna try to remember. I'm gonna have to adjust because I'm used to Mike. But nonetheless, welcome. Um, there's nothing wrong with changing up. I was actually waiting on Kanan too. I was waiting on you. You know, I know exactly I get what you're doing because it was somebody's channel that I used to watch before all the haters came on and they had that person's channel taken down or whatever. And I'm gonna just say their name was Amy. And they was in there like saying Amy's thank you, Devin. At Amy Amy's pocketbook, Amy's lipstick, Amy's hair week. Like it was a whole thing. They was in there talking about the person's scooter that they rode. It was so I get it. I get it. I wanted to change my name to a few of those things too. I didn't get a chance to. I really didn't. I'm gonna tell you something. I got all of it still written down right here from yesterday. Head to the man. I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Listen, yesterday really got away from me, and last night got away from me even more because I was a little peed off when I got, live yesterday, but I wasn't, fussing and cussing and fuming like that. But I, got up here and talked it out. But I'm gonna make sure I do it before like when I get off here. Matter of fact, let me check my other phone right quick. But I was waiting on Kanan because he was trying to be slick and he was like, I took an hour and I was an hour and a half late, which I knew it was an hour and a half, 45 minutes tops. And then when he made the comment, I wasn't even in here, so I had to redo the live, and I had it pinned. I was gonna have it pinned to the top, and I was gonna leave it pinned the whole time. But he didn't come back. But he was up here last night when I was talking. Hi MK, how you doing? Welcome back. I think I found it. Thank you. What in the world? I think I found the video, Mike. It's a sheriff. Let me tell you something. Mike, I'm just happy that you have I'm doing well, Mike. I'm at MK. I am happy that you just do what it is what you do and you just good at it. Like, honey, you be out here child. I know you be cutting up. I have confidence because I've seen you at work and you be giving these people the business. Hold on, there you go. Did you tell the person to enjoy the extra plate? Fatso. Listen. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. Howard Stern's role. Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all be cutting up. I know y'all be cutting up because I was just looking at. That's the same guy from the yeah. That's the same guy that was on the other video panel that you talked about that I had went and looked at, and it was like four guys, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They was doing a lot. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I was like, it was I was overstimulated or something. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Yep. That's what I had looked at. But baby, they be getting that super chat money, honey. They be getting that super chat money. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, I'm not even gonna ramble out a list of what I need to do today. I think I'm gonna actually get to it. His show started 2 p.m. I'm going to be in there today. Oh, you gonna be in there cutting up, and you gonna be on time, and you gonna be cutting up. I already know. I already know. He said I'm gonna be in it at 2 p.m. Mike say he got plans. Yes. I was in here fighting with my printer and I'm glad I got a backup one because the main one, notification on site. Period. I know that's why I be like that sometimes when I watch certain things and certain people. Like, it depends on what they're doing. Like, I watch a lot of people. I guess you could say they are in the gossip sector, but it's just like their commentary is so funny that I don't even really be paying attention to what they saying half the time. Um, but then there's some people that, you know, what's not wrong with this printer? So first of all, I'm gonna start by saying I like it. It's a Epson ET4700, right? So I got it because um they last longer. Like the ink, especially when I'm doing a lot of printing, doing a lot of copying, especially for like when I do homeschool or when I do stuff that I need to do, right? It's perfect. I think I even it's even better because I can use the black, my black and white to print a lot of papers without having to worry about going about a whole bunch of ink cartridges. And on top of that, I think I did change it to be able to sublimate, right? Okay, boom. It's so I'm guessing it's having an issue with my computer. Now my computer is a whole nother thing. So at this point, I can't find it on my other devices either. I was able to like print from my iPad. I was able to print from my phone as well. Can't do that no more. Um, but see, the connection with my backup one, I can always like do all of those things. But my backup one, I've turned into strictly solely my backup one because I have to literally go buy ink for that one. Um, and that one is some other type of HP, but that one works. That one actually is more reliable than the Epson. I don't know what that one is. I don't have no issue with that one. But anyway, back to the Epson. Generally, when I have it, depending on where I'm working with it, like I'm gonna say for when I'm in here, when I plug it in, I'm using. I don't have it on Wi-Fi. I'm plugging it in because my computer, for some reason, I can't use Wi-Fi on this side of the house. Right? Cool. I got a cord. Um. Okay. So I just plug it in when it's here. When it's out there, generally, because it's closer to the modem, it'll just, I don't have no issue with printing. I can print when the computer is closer to the modem. I don't even have to plug it in or nothing. I don't have an issue. I went and did all that and went and took my setup and changed it in. Yes, switch it out, put it out there yesterday. Because I was testing my mic and everything, my equipment, because I literally have like everything to sit and do all kinds of stuff, right? It would not print anything. I sat there and I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave all this right there and I'm going to walk out and I'm going to come on back here and do what I'm doing. But I remember the last time that I had it in here, I could plug up everything. And even if I had to, I could run my cord from my computer to the printer and it'll work just fine. So, first it was a paper jam. I went ahead and did a little bit of maintenance on it. You know, clean out the little funky nozzles and all that funky stuff there. And that one just takes too much time. Like sometimes I'm just like I want to print, and I want to just go. But I don't know, maybe because I don't print all the time, and when I do need to print, maybe I stress the computer out in the printer. I don't know, Mike. But yeah, I know it's an app that I can use to print. I know that. Yeah, I can use that on my devices. But at one point in time, I didn't even have to use the app. Don't say that. I like my router. I don't know. I just don't want to let my router go because the new routers that they got, they are horrible. And then the moment you get a new router, it's like, don't say that. I feel like you cussing. I don't like changing my router. And then the messed up part. I tried to change my router, and they did me so dirty the last time I changed it. They changed my plan. They changed I was like, y'all on some bull swanky. The girl messed my account up so bad. She went in and she changed my plan. It was all kinds of foolishness. I was so mad because that same day, I snatched that sucker up, took it all the way. I drove back to the store, took it back to them, and told them to change my account back to what it was. That's why I did it the same way. Because sometimes they'll give you a plan, and then once it's not, say if they don't have that plan anymore, they'll sit there and just play with your account, do all this other stuff. Honey, it was hot too, and it was in the summertime. I was in there acting a fool. I went and took that thing back. It's certain things, I don't know. I felt like they was playing with me, but the way she did it, she changed my account to make it look like I was a new customer. So basically, she did it to benefit her instead of trying to help me as an individual customer that already had everything in place that just needed a new router. See, we don't have I don't think we have them as a provider here. The place that we have is pretty much a monopoly. Like they run everything. They run It's like two places. It's two places. It's one place and then it's them. But they get the bulk of customers, and I ain't gonna call them raggedy MFers out because I don't even they don't deserve to come through my lips. But I might need one. But and I even tried that. When I tried and got the new one, that one didn't work either. It's just something about, I don't know if it's about how far it is. And basically all they could tell me was run a cord. So I ran a cord all the way from out there to in here. And my son has one back there because he does gaming and stuff like that. So he has one running to his desktop. I don't know who that is trying to call me. But so yeah, it was working fine with it being plugged. Like I'm not tripping about it being plugged in. Like I actually am able to maximize the service just fine with it plugged in when I bring it back here. I've gotten over that hump. I've adjusted, but that printer has been disrespectful since I got it, and it's been out of line. So I'm gonna just go ahead and regroup and bring everything back in here the way I had it set up, and I'll probably switch my stations out and just take my sewing stuff out there. That's probably what I do. I've kind of just been like doing all that stuff in the same space. You know what? I might need to do that. I do believe I should get a longer cord for it. I would need a longer cord to put it in a higher space. I think I've had that router since It's been over 5 years. It's like the router has become family, in my opinion. I don't want to go through changing the router. I don't want to go through. When I went through changing my router, I went through so much. When I tell you they messed my account up, and to me, I think they did it intentionally. They did it so they could, like I said, so they could have a new, make it look like they opened up a new account to make it look like they did their job for the week. I don't know if it was to meet their quota or whatever, but honey, I went and took that sucker right back right before they closed. I made time that day. I'm gonna do that. Mike is the man. See, that's why, you know what? With friends like Mike, he helped me to be able to maintain deciding to stay single, honey, because I can't have nobody screaming and yelling and acting a fool in my house. Child be on the news. I can't have no man screaming and hollering at me. Baby, I been had a whole flashback and been like, oh, what's her name? All my life. I ain't lying. Abby done went off. I need to organize. I'm gonna bring my what's the name in here. I got a whole little setup that I bought from Michael's to put all my little small like sewing needles and all that stuff. I ain't did it yet. I need to do that. Then I can go ahead and put little labels on the little drawers. Listen. Unless you want to arrest a damn police officer, I don't care. Listen, I'm so sick of them. You know what? Speaking of that, so it's a city close by, and I'm not going to talk about the city. I'm not going to say the name. But one of I think the dude that's over the fire department, I don't know if he would be the chief. I haven't looked at their administrative chart. I don't follow. But anyway, he ended up getting replaced because he ended up taking a fall for his workers, if that makes sense. So it was such a big misstep or whatever. They got took out, right? And they changed his position. Well, they put somebody else in there, whatever. And then they're trying to make it seem like they, trying to be better people. Okay, cool. I'm waiting for them to do that with the police chief. Yeah, it was the mishap. This is the crazy part. I'm wondering how many times they did it. This particular mishap, it was so crazy how it happened because I just so happened to know the gentleman that it happened to and his family. And then I think because they was able to get down to the bottom of what happened. So this is what happened. He was suffering from a pyong wound. And they did not treat him. They did not transport him or nothing. At that time, and he literally stayed there suffering for over 30 minutes, and then they finally transported him. And I want to say a couple days ago, a couple days after he was transported to the place, he succumbed to his wounds, right? So during an investigation, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove, and you know how that is in the court of law. It got to be black and white. So it was a paper trail. Somebody messed up, effed the thing up. Then they tried to blame it on this person, blame it on that person, but it was emails and paper trails. that got them caught up. So, and then, you know, all you need is a FOIA request to get into all that business, right? So, they had him step down and replaced or whatever to, you know, save face. I waiting on them to do that to the chief. That's how they gonna impress me. Because the previous city manager brought that chief in because that was her friend. But I foresee him either resigning before some stuff come down on him, because he need to go on with from where he came from, because the city is about to act a donkey. It's already, what is it, July haven't hit and they out there dropping. If you follow what I'm putting down, the people turning up. I don't care what he do. I don't care. The thing about him is, I see through him. He is. People laugh at me when I say this. Some people laugh at me. He's a warlock. I shook his hand and picked that up because he was out there trying to shake hands. So I let him shake my hand, and then I called him out on some bullshit to read his energy. Baby, he was fumbling and fumbling so fast, he didn't know what to do. He was like, well, I'm just waiting for them to pull his card. Because see, a lot of the older people, they are fooled by him. I'm not fooled by him. I know they do. And it's so disgusting. And it burns me up. It burns me up when they do stuff like that. And I'm really, it bothered me how Q lost his life. And he sat out there that long. I met him through one of my cousins, and he used to date her for a long time. And back when we had a storm that hit in 2006, I think, and we was out of power for like 10 days or so. And like I said, my cousin was dating him, and that's how I got to know him. He wasn't nobody I dated or nothing like that. And he was a really nice person, very helpful. And you have to get to know a person when you don't have no power. And that's how I met him. Many years ago. I didn't see him often or nothing like that. You know, I know people change throughout the years. I don't know what he had going on, but all I know is nobody deserves that. And I feel like it's a part that they play in a lot of that stuff that go on as well. And I don't understand how they weren't implemented. And also, it's so bad that they cover FA cops in that city that if a citizen wants to file a report against one of their people, they fight tooth and nail to stop them, to make sure their officers don't have a paper trail on them. I've witnessed it myself. I've experienced it. So for that very reason, his season is coming, and his time is almost up. I'm calling judgment on it. And I only got to say his name. You have. I haven't. Child, you know what? I chewed them out so bad and wear them out. I remember, I'll never forget one time I got pulled over, and this is the crazy thing. They used to harass me because of a family member, and this family member did not believe me. All of it kind of started in 2018. I just now realized what the family member was doing 4 years later, like 2022. I got an idea of why they associated us, right? Even though we didn't live together or anything like that. I had got pulled over one time, and the guy got out, and he came up to my window and he was like, "Where's your inspection sticker?" I said, "It's in the motherfucking window." He was like, "That looks like a this was like around the time when because they we still have them in Commonwealth cities, and basically it's another way to make money. I know some other states, like when I lived in Georgia, they had emissions tests and that's all, but we still have inspections. So this particular year, they changed the sticker, and the sticker was quite smaller. It kind of looked like, from what he was saying, it looked like one of the stickers from another state. And so when he said it, I said, "That ain't what he pulled me over for." I said, "Oh, I'm about to eat his ass up." So he started talking, and I knew he had a camera on. I started saying, "You mean to tell me everything is up to date on my car, and you pull me over at a fucking light turning left for an inspection sticker?" I said, "I know damn well they put y'all in training. They train you how to spot, a false sticker. And not only that, generally when they update a sticker, there is a training for that. If y'all in law enforcement, you mean to tell me ain't nobody how the hell I know?" And it was crazy because I had just got my car inspected, and it was January. So I got the fresh batch of damn stickers on my car. And he was like, "Oh, well, I had never seen one before." I said, "Well, take a picture of it." I said, "It's the new sticker." I said, "Now, I work hard." And the time I was fucking writing PhD papers and shit, I lit into his motherfucking ass. You can go. I said, "Oh, no. We ain't finished." And I held his ass there talking shit to him. I lit his ass up. And any officer within a mile or two from me, I stopped them and asked them where they trained for it. I did. Because I wanted to collect information. And not only that, whatever the chief that they had at that time, I emailed his ass and told him where I was, who stopped me, and what time. That's how you work them motherfuckers. They start fucking with me after that. They better play with their motherfucking nanny. I ain't the 1, 2, the 3, or the 4. Now I could be nice, but I could be nasty too. I don't like that because I already knew it didn't have nothing to do with me. And in 2018, an officer knocked on my door. This happens to me every time I move in this city. It's a white man, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, that's an official that would knock on my door and act like they looking for somebody. I'm not lying. And when I lived in this, it was a house that was back in like 2017. This man came to my door. That wasn't when I first moved there, but I had already been there. And he came to the door, and he was acting like the person that lived across the street had applied for a federal job, and they wanted to ask me questions. Bitch, you the feds. Why are you at my door? There's nothing that we need to see each other about. I didn't apply for the motherfucking position. So I sat there and played his game and talked to him and carried on or whatever. But you was trying to size me up to see if anybody lived in my house, and you wanted to see what the fuck I had going on. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Then I moved. Surely I moved out of that house in 2018 because I got tired of maintaining the yard. A lot had happened that year. My stepdad had passed away, and he was like a main support system. He would help me when it snowed. He would help me, for a lot of stuff. And after that, I was just like, I needed a break from all of that. Oh yeah, I've seen the cameras and stuff lately. They don't bother me. They don't bother me. I'm gonna tell you something. I've been riding both of my vehicles. Well, just now my car for the last 2 months. My inspection has been old. The worst they can do is give me a citation, and by the time they give me any type of court case, that's gonna be thrown out. They don't even do that no more. They looking for the dudes with the money and the drugs. That's what they looking for. That's how I've I've lived here long enough to know what they care about. So again, like I said, they didn't care about what I had going on because I don't live like that. They associated me with somebody that I'm related to, if that makes sense. If you picking up what I'm putting down. And my folks told me, your association can, things can happen like that, right? So I moved again, and that was 2018. Late 2018, this man came knocking on my door, and he was like, what did he say? It was a police officer that time. He was in uniform, and he was like, "Oh, do such and such live here?" I said, "Who?" And when he asked me, it was crazy because I had a friend, and I believe that man was put in my life for whatever that reason, because he was able to tell me who lived there prior to me. So I knew whoever this man was asking for, he was at the wrong door. He was playing in my face. And these apartments, I'm not gonna lie, that place I moved to was off the chain. And I ended up, like, look, no, whatever. He went on by his business. But going back to the house, another time an officer knocked on my door and acted like he was looking for somebody. And I have a tattoo of my name on my arm. So he decided to get smart with me for no reason, and that's why I knew he was mad, because he was looking for something or someone that he could not prove existed in my, in my home. And then it had nothing to do with me. He didn't even mention the person. He didn't ask me about anybody that I know. He was like, "Oh, well, I see that your name is on your arm." He said something stupid to the effect of, "You'll never forget that." And I said, "You'll know who the fuck I am." And I leaned in just like I did that. And he backed up like this what people gotta understand. There are people you can fuck with in the world, and it is some that you just don't mess with. I think I fall into the category of find somebody else. I do. hmm And so when he realized it, he was like, he never came back to my door. And I ended up having an encounter with some people in another city close by. And by the time I started talking to them, they were looking at me like, "What?" I've literally had to stand with a friend in a place that's similar to Mayberry. And riding in and riding out, that was the whole vibe you got. And guess what? I got a city that's close to me that's like that. And guess what? I will ride in it and ride out of it when I feel like it. And them people don't mess with me. And I don't mess with them. So it's very few things that pump fear in my heart. The only thing that pump fear in my heart is not fulfilling my purpose on this earth while I'm here and leaving and not leaving my children nothing. That's the only thing. And I know I will never do that. Again, I'm waiting for his day. Baby, it's going to be so sweet. I can't wait. I can't wait. And when I was able to, I'm going to say in 2022, I had, no, I'm going to go back to Mayberry. I feel you. I went to Mayberry. It was nothing secretive about that place being Mayberry. It was 2020. No, it was 20. It had to be like 2019, 2018-ish. Those people were off the chain. But one thing I did appreciate, the fact that they had already started switching their judges out. And my friend, if he did not have some money to leave the general court to go to the circuit court, he would have, his butt would have been grass. Okay? Let me stop cussing so much because I'm smarter than that. And I'm being honest. If more people knew how to fight there, you better have some money or you better max out a credit card to get you a good lawyer. And that's what you got to do. And they accused my friend of some things that I really did not think he would do. Now, nobody's perfect. But what they accused him of, and throughout the process, he said to me, well, I'm going to go, they called me in to talk or whatever the case may be. Now, at the time, I wasn't really paying attention, I guess you could say intuitively, because, I'm not going to lie, I do believe men need women and women need men. Because it's a balance. The right person, I ain't going to say the wrong person, the right person. Because if it's some things they pick up and, we balance one another out. And you know what? You have cases like that as well. I'm going to address that. Now, I was talking to an attorney back in 2022. And he said to me, oh, we have good public defenders. Now, mind you, I had just paid him. And I told him, I said, sir, the level of education and my expertise of what's going on in this situation and in this state, where I live, we might live in different states. Generally, the public defenders suck. And their job is to get you to plea. That's all they want you to do. We live in, Virginia is a Commonwealth state. And I'll be honest. And it could vary in other states. I've seen other people able to, move around. And the way that the laws are set here, they are so broad. And then they stack them. And then they go vertical and they go horizontal when they charge people. So they're going to get you on count 1 or 2. They're going to get you up here. They stack them in any. It's different. So when he said that to me, in a way, a little bit, I got offended. And he was like, Oh, shit. But that will work too. Like, this right here, I got it on because I like to protect my crown. And not only that, I make them. So what I have on my head, 9 times out of 10, I made with my hands. Because that's how important your crown is. So can't nobody play on my head like that. You understand? So I had to let him know. I said, well, sir, I ain't no dummy. And he was like, by the time it was time for him to move out of the way and for another person to come in the way, that man was calling me boss lady. Because it was things that I was able to see that he could not see. And he wasn't even equally yoked in his marriage. And I ain't going to get into that man's business. I had, when I seen him, he was going through some things and I had to pray for him. Because you know why? He asked me to. Because I told him I knew what was going on with him. And we was in public. And I said, I would never say that out loud. I ain't like that. Because you helped me when I needed you to help me with a case for somebody else. And he did his part. And he was going through a lot of things. He had a lot of things stacked up against him. He had his previous boss stacked up against him. He had his soon-to-be ex-wife stacked up against him. And that woman, her family was way more well-connected in that field than him. She just had a sister that became a judge. The previous boss had a daughter that just became a judge. So all I could do was pray for that man. Even if he had bad intentions or good intentions for what he did on my son's case, he did the best that he could. I didn't make an enemy out of that man, because if I see him today, I still could say, hey, you know, such and such, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I could follow how he doing in court, because all I got to do is pull up the docket. But I decided to let that play out the way it needed to play out, because like I said, I don't know. And at some point in time, from my understanding, he was a prosecutor in the same city. So sometimes you got to understand that when people participate in a lot of F stuff, it come back on them in due season. And in his season had caught up with him while he was a defense attorney trying to make things right. Back to Mayberry, like I was talking about Mayberry. So in Mayberry, they had new judges. And one of the new judges, I don't even remember her name. She was very intelligent. She was a white woman. She was very intelligent, very understanding. She was in the circuit. She wasn't in the That's how they roll. A lot of them, that's how they roll. Let me tell you something. With the same case, and you know, really, if I wanted to be petty, I could go to the bar on them. You can go to you could have went to the bar on them too and put it in writing. I had to tell the person that was receiving services for that case, from this point on, you need to record all the calls that you're having with them and the people that they have. I said, because if you look at it from this perspective, basically in a nutshell, that man got fired from his job because of something going on with him and his employer. And the person that he was working for had a very prestigious law firm. And that man had been working for many years. He's basically the man in town. He's somebody, he owns restaurants. Everybody know him. Okay? And he probably got his opportunity to work with that man because of who he had married. All of them hands was dirty in something at some point in time. I guarantee that. Because they not going to be around each other like that if they don't. Because they going to get that money. What I can say is, when they terminated him, and I don't talk about nothing, I ain't got no paperwork, because I went in strong arm the secretary, the proof. I got the paperwork about him being terminated from there. I don't talk about what I ain't got documentation on. And I had to let them know sometimes, if you think the family members stay strapped, what you think I do? Anyway, I ain't about it like that, but I can't get it. I can't get about it. Just a little, just a taste. But I don't want to live like that. Anyway, don't mess with me. I won't mess with you. That's how I feel. And so basically, they ended up saying, okay, well, you no longer have an attorney. They never sent the person the letter. The person learned at the last minute by them trying to communicate with them. That's how they worked it. And the man that I said had the procedures office, in so many words, he did not want the case, because it's a certain level of money he want just to work it. And he said he not taking no payment plan. Then you mean to tell me you already got somebody like that's in limbo in the system, and you have an attorney that you can't even trust working in your place stealing from you? And that's public record too, because he just took him to court to get his money from him. I got the paperwork. So he just stole from you. But you gonna tell this other person, I can't work your case. You gonna have to pay me. You gonna have to and pay me up front. And I get it. He couldn't take no more losses. But at the same time, he had to go in that last time to be that person's attorney. Now, the only reason he went and showed up is because I pulled up. And with the damning evidence that I had on him and his that man wasn't about to go out like that. Now, he did say, I can't, you got to pay me to move forward, to go to a circuit. But I pulled up. Yes, I did. I ain't scared of none of them hoes. I don't give a fuck how many houses, cars, hoes, buildings. I don't care what they have. They don't have what I possess. And they don't know what I know. They ain't want that smoke. Because when nobody had no motherfucking houses, cars, jets, fucking with me. Because it all don't mean nothing. We all on borrowed time. So, I don't trust no lawyers. To tell you the truth. After going through that experience, I feel like, now, don't get me wrong, the family member was able to secure someone that could fight for them that had experience similar to what that person had that owned that law firm. And they was able to go on and continue to fight and pay that person to handle it for them, is basically what I'm saying. Those people had their own issues going on amongst one another. So it was like basically being in a house that was falling down and you didn't even know until the ceiling started to come down. That's basically what's going on in that man's law firm. And he's older and up in age. And I don't even think he has any more partners left. I don't think he has any more partners. from the last time I seen it, he didn't. I don't know. I would have to check his site. He didn't even have any more partners left. So between that and dealing with Mayberry, so we're gonna go to Mayberry and I'm gonna sum it up. So Mayberry, that person was able to secure them someone that had experience on a federal level, that similar to these people I'm talking about, that cost big money to keep them going. Because at one point in time, she even said, you can you can you can plead this week, because she was working with the person, like taking payments, and that person had a lot to lose, and they paid up, and it actually worked out in their favor. That person won that case in Mayberry, and that case basically, I'm not gonna say that was the only case that she had won, but it was so major that a couple years later, she's no longer a defense attorney. Now she's the head prosecutor in a city that I know about. So I had to tell that friend, but I'm thankful for my experiences. If I had not experienced what I had experienced with that friend in that season, between that friend and myself, we were able to advise other people how they need to move in their case. And one thing about it, please hit a like, because y'all up in here got me working hard over an hour or so. If you have a family member that is doing things, a friend, whatever, they need to have them the secure, like a credit card in the cut with a good limit. I don't care if it's Capital One. They need to have something in the cut from what they've accumulated to be able to fight a case if they ever had to. I don't understand how people don't have no money. Oh gosh. Oh boy. So I know they had it out. They had it out. Oh gosh. And see, that's another thing. One of the things with my friend, and I didn't even think about, one of my friends was asking me when it came to this attorney, they said, well, is that person a I forgot what they said, for the court, like a mediator or something, or whatever it is for the court. Like, some of them play dual roles. So you have to do your research and make sure that they're not in that role, because realistically, they could be gathering all the evidence they can for you and give it to the prosecution. Because you don't know who they pledge an allegiance to. We all know who they all pledge an allegiance to. However, like you said, the first judge you had was a MADD member. So they already show you who they stand with. Now that case right there is a mess. I don't understand why they still in court. I'ma say this. I am thankful I no longer live in that state. I used to hear a lot of things. And then I even ran into a woman a few months ago. She worked at the auto parts store. She worked at Freight, whatever, Harbor Freight, something. And she from Georgia. And she said this was before I even looked at the case. This was months ago. And she said, yeah, you don't stand a chance with certain things, and this is at a third. She said the system is different there. And I'm like, well, shit is bad here. She was like, no, it's worse. And now I see. But it's, in a way, it's still similar here, because when I went and sat in that court in 2022, yeah, I know, because when I was there, it was horrible. It was like, I was like, Lord, I could have stayed where I was. I ain't where I need to be, but I had the resources to get things done, if that makes sense. Hey, Big Dun. So when she said that, I said, okay, that would, it makes sense. But like I said, in 2022, I was sitting in the court, and everybody they had in there, they was, hey, Monkey, um, they got the people. I told you what they wanted. They want the drugs and the money. So they was going and pulling people that they had already they had profiles on these people. They was on their radar for many, many years. This is an election season. In 2022, they was electing a mayor for the city that they did all them stops for. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So I've been around to see a few things. So a lot of them couldn't even get out for those type of charges. They didn't have the resources. They didn't have no money to make bond. They had so many people in there that had no choice but to get a public defender. Because I'm going to tell you something. If my family member, when they didn't have an attorney and they went up for a hearing, they act like, oh, whatever happened was so egregious, they couldn't do this and the third. When that man walked in, and I knew he had to be the man, because the bondsman was like, oh, you got a good lawyer. And that showed me how connected he was and how much of a reputation he had for getting it done out there, right? Baby, he pulled up clean. He a nice looking man. He might could get it, Well, he divorced now. He could get it now. He couldn't get it then. But he came through, and the judge was singing a whole different tune. Oh, well, such and such. And the bond wasn't even high. And when they read off stuff, it sounds more egregious than what it is. That's how they roll. That's how they roll. So, friend, it's 2:00. I know you gotta go. I'm gonna see you later, Mike. But it was really, really nice to talk about that, because there's so many people don't understand. The older people would say trouble is easy to get in, but it's hard to get out of, and that's a true fact. You can get in all types of trouble, and you can, let people look at you and make you think you the man. But when you in there with them three hots in a cot, and you can't get out, and you ain't even did nothing that's, like that. They can't even get my number. I'll give them a Google Voice number before I do that. But it was nice. Love you, Mike. See you next time, friend. I know you got work to do, honey. You got laughs and things to give people, because I know that chat gonna be lit. I'm gonna have to get over there. But it's easy to get in, but it's hard to get out of. You do not want to be fighting no cases. Baby, go do something. Get an honest living. Hustle some icebergs. Get you a couple dollars together with you and your friends, and order you some DH Gate items. Customize some hats, some bucket hats or something. Like, do something else. Go on Amazon and find you some items you can customize and make your money. How you different things. Learn how to make Kool-Aid pickles or something. And I think it's some money in that, because them damn things good. I was up here and I had watched Messy's video. I've been wanting to try them for a minute. I said, man, them things gonna be good. Baby, I made some maybe like a month or two ago. I made the he lay. He was like, like me today. He was, baby, I was on CP today. Lily Dillies. What's that? I made some. I had. Which one did I get? I got the teal looking one. I can't remember because I don't buy Kool-Aid that much no more. But honey, I'm thinking about making me some more pickles. It might have been blue raspberry. I don't know what it was. Them pickles were good. I was like, oh, I see why they make money doing this. Oh, everybody calling my phone today, and I don't even be on the phone. Let me turn that off. Oh, no, I ain't never had them in the styrofoam cup. Oh, cool. You said Kool-Aid frozen. Oh, yeah. Baby, go get you. That's why I'm saying it, because I know school is out, and there's a lot of children that are online. And that's why I'm not going to tell you to do nothing wrong. No, ma'am. Auntie ain't here for that. I'm going to tell you to get you some Kool-Aid. Take your mama eat. Would I take it? Ask her, can you buy some Kool-Aid, sugar, and water? Or go get you a cooler with some ice and sell water bottles down at the corner or somewhere throughout the neighborhood. Somewhere cool. I don't want you burning up. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. You know? I'm just saying, because, you know, it's kids that be trying to find a way to make extra money. And you go to the dollar store, get you some styrofoam cups. You ain't got to get a whole bunch. You can start with 10. Play with them colors. Swirl them. Hit the block with them. People buying, make sure you know, clean your hands and stuff. Put a little saran wrap on the top or some foam. So when you put them in there, they don't get frostbitten or whatever when you stack them cups. Because, you know, them drinks used to be good. And then, you know, when you got them, you turned them upside down because all the sugar had got to the bottom. That's right. Get them up. Shh. That's why you know, a lot of people, they had the kids doing Kool-Aid, lemonade stands. Get you some Kool-Aid out there, too. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. Kool-Aid is the bomb with a little bit of lemonade in it. A little bit of lime. Or a little lemon in it. I make my Kool-Aid with lemon. When I did make it. I don't make none now. But just get them, you know, get them in the idea of finding an honest way to do it. Because some people have a great hustling spirit to where they can hustle and get things done. However, they can get caught up and the idea of fast money. That fast money, some long consequences, some long stays, and long delays in your life. You'll be handing your time up for other people. I ain't got time for it. Some people love it, but I like my freedom. My mouth too big to be in there with Big Bertha. Anyway, but like when I up and down my page, I have like so many different things I've done throughout the years. I've literally, you know, transitioned wine, because I love me some wine bottles and the, you know, nice little vases and stuff. You can sell them on Facebook Marketplace. You can ship them. You can, you know, bottle them up. It's so many different things people can do, and that you don't have to make yourself fit into a category. You can have one different thing that you sell even every season. After you do that for 4 seasons, you know what people like, and then they gonna come to you for your good prices. Like, for real. When I first started out, I was making infinity scarves, like them big scarves. I think I probably got like 2 videos of how I used to make them. I used to sell them on Etsy. I used to like make them, you know, for people that I know every now and then. But for the most part, I was just making them and I wear them. Hell, it used to get cold. And people like, oh my God, where you got that from? I was like, I made it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever like that. So boom. When the fall coming in, going into that time, I was like, okay, that's my scarves. Um, Honestly, the bonnet thing was a little tricky for me because after you start putting your stuff out there, you start making videos. The foreign people come in and they make it and they sell it dirt cheap, and they create whole websites where people will sit and wait 2 weeks for their item. So that one is kind of tricky. But if you're into customizations and if you like certain things, and if some people want to get them and put their own design on them, so I had to be a little bit more diverse with them. I had to make different designs. I do sell blanks and all that on my website, but I had to be really, really, diverse in that. Child, they can get them a look, make some little earrings. One thing I can say on Etsy, they can make bracelets. I got a nice little beaded bracelet around here somewhere, but I use like stones, like healing stones for mine. So that's a specialty field for crafters. They make really, really good money on ETSY. Now that place a little tricky. One thing I can say, I will always have my own. You can start your own for a little or nothing. Purchase you a cheap domain. Get you what's that thing called? For like physical products. You can do, I think, a free one. They had a free one for a while. You could do like list 5 items. Big cartel. Now they changed it a little bit. Now you can do 50 for like $15, or you can have up to 500 items for $30. And that's just something you can do month to month, until you build it up. So always have a strategy to, because when you get clients on ETSY, you have access to the emails. So you can build you an email list from what but they have so many different options. I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just so many different things you can do. It's just so many. It's endless possibilities of different things people can sell. Some people will go thrift and get a pair of jeans, find a way to rip them. Oh, ETSY, you go up there and you just create an account. Once you create your account, it's kind of like a buyer's account, right? And then you have the option to click on the thing to say sell on ETSY. And once you decide to sell, you go ahead and enter your information, and they don't waste no time. They be ready for you to go ahead and sell and post, because they do hit you with some fees. The thing about them is each item, it costs 20 cents to list. That was from the last time I was up there. I don't know how it is. It's a good starting point. Say if it's like now they acting like you have to make hand good stuff, which is not true, because they was around there. People, one thing I can say is if you make something and it's handmade, make sure you put a watermark, because them people love to steal your designs. After a while, it'll just look like a wholesale spot. Like people were selling they were selling things you can use to create a business with, if that makes sense. But I feel like they have leaned on AI too much to run that business, ETSY, in my opinion, to where it's crumbling. So if you can get in and get out, that'll be the perfect way to go. Don't get in and get comfortable. Just get in, work your way up to it, go ahead and have your own little domain. Don't even sign up for the domain through them. Just do it whatever dot it, it's do the basic one. And you can always advertise your site in your bio over there. So I think it's a good idea to have maybe one or two items, right? Make sure you got a watermark on the front of them. And then if you have other designs, put them on your website. And once they order from you, you give them a coupon off of the item on your website, not on ETSY. It's about how you build and maintain those relationships that you get from ETSY. You gotta use ETSY and make them your B, because their ultimate goal is to make you they B. You did. So I learned that the hard way, and I had my accounts flagged and deleted for no reason. And I was like, what? Like, child, you would have thought I was doing something crazy. But I had my account for a long time, and all I did was make handmade goods. I did have one digital item up there, and I really believe the digital item was copied somewhere, because the people they will screenshot something that you made, and then they will make it their own, especially if it's a digital item. That's why a lot of people there have like watermarks and stuff all over their stuff. And I seen why it's tedious. You can download Canva for free and you probably can go ahead and just put your name across it from your phone. You don't even have to use Canva. You can edit it in your phone to do that. But the only thing about, I don't know if you can do it in the phone, but you can change, is it called the opacity or whatever the heck it is? And it'll, lighten it up or darken it up, like when it's, white words across the screen. But I think that's a good idea, because it's a lot of stealing over there. They will steal your designs. People have used ETSY like Pinterest. And the sad part is, I used to put a lot of stuff on Pinterest, and people were stealing my designs and stealing, and I'm cool with that or whatever the case may be. Just don't steal my pictures. So a lot of my pictures I had to take down, and I probably won't re-upload them unless I have something on them, because people will take your designs and pass them off as their own. My mom even was doing, she was doing like painted wood faces, and she was like putting the fabric on the hair. It was absolutely beautiful. And I'm pretty sure, because she didn't know they would steal your stuff like that, somebody went and recreated her design, because she did say she seen her picture or, whatever on somebody's page. And I was like, I told you ETSY ain't what it used to be. They will go up there and steal your stuff in a heartbeat. Now, it's nothing wrong with going up there to see what's there and what's not there, and then whatever you see that's not there, going in there and creating something. But to go steal a person's whole design, it's dusty, in my opinion. But in the reality and the whole scope of things, a lot of people lack originality and lack creativity. That's why I try to preserve, the piece that I can, so I can be able to be creative. I do a lot of things. I just don't, the thing is, I just started like going live. So when you go live, you get an up in person idea of a person and who they are, whatever. And generally, when you sell on a marketplace, you don't have to do the type of work and worry about people getting to know you and feeling like, oh, I'm comfortable, I'm okay with buying their products. You don't have to worry about that. People just look up there. If it's something they like, they go ahead and get it. And like I said, the jewelry sector is where it's at. That's one of the highest selling points. Because I've kind of just done the research on Etsy. That's where it's at. Jewelry makers, get in that lane, get you some stones, whatever you're going to get. You can even find you a wholesaler to make some when you don't feel like making a lot. You can get a net 30 account and order some things. You can go anywhere. You go to Alibaba and order some things. Anyway, now Amy to the Zone. I I believe it's a really touchy thing dealing with them. Realistically, it's a lot of people that is openly against their business. Hey, and you know what? I had to restart my live. I had your little comment pinned, sir. I was not an hour and a half late. I was only 45 minutes late, and you weren't there. But it's nice to see you. You missed everything. But Amazon, Amy, I don't know. Personally, I would not put anything up there. But that's my personal thing. I got up there and I see that comment. I said, "Oh, I pinned it." I was like, "I'm gonna leave this just for him because I want him to come on in here." Because it was not an hour and a half. It was not an hour and a half. I was I talked about so much. Right now, I'm talking about Amy to the Zon, and we got I got into, I go and we talked about court stuff, the legal system. Yes, I would go, and me and Mike ended up talking about some stuff, and then I went down the line because I know this the summer is out. It's children up here. It's all kinds of people in the bushes that don't hit the like button. And so I started talking about alternative ways to be productive and make money. So we started about talking about I was talking about how good Kool-Aid pickles taste. I was talking about how they sell the little Kool-Aid cups. I was talking about how, and then we went into e-commerce. We started talking about ETSY, and now we on Amber to the Zone. And I was saying that, ew, what? Anyway, so Amma, if I were to do Amma, I would not send my physical thing to sit in their warehouse, in my opinion. I'm starting to look at the what is it? You can do self-fulfillment, or you can do it to where, say if you have a lot of items and you send it there, now it's going to be fees either way. And you have to keep in mind, like, they provide, it's pros and cons to either or. Honey, you ain't had the right Kool-Aid pickles. I promise you. I thought it was a horrible situation, but I watched this lady Messy make some, and so I went online to get some measurements, and I made my own. It had to be the blue raspberry. Jesus, they good. It depends on what you get. Okay, so back to Amy. I just finished seeing a guy that had his own. What was it? His own. It was some type of game that he made. I might make some soon. I'm thinking about it. And basically, he had a lot of them, and it was a big business, and he had his own website. It was a very lucrative business, right? So I'm guessing at some point in time, he decided his money got crossed up. That's the thing about relying on those places, those platforms. That's why I said it's a good way to get in and get out, but don't get comfortable, because at the end of the day, if you don't transfer some of those customers to your website and they start messing with your money really, you get stuck in limbo. So this man basically was talking about his account. 1 minute they was trying to suspend his account. He got it back up. He showed this, then the third. Then he said they still haven't released like over $16,000. I seen this over on the TT because you know everything going on over there. I'm gonna have to start going live over there too. But that was like 16,000 something dollars, right? So mind you, if he has hundreds of games he already sent there, that means he already, because when you order, say like if you got 1,000 earrings, you ship all your earrings individually, prepackaged, with the label ready to go for when they scan it into the system to send it out, right? All they do is house your stuff to make it easy to go ahead and send it out. This man basically is saying that he has over thousands of dollars caught up in his account and his merchandise is there. They told him it will cost almost double to triple the amount of how much he spent to send it there for him to get all his stuff out of there. Okay, Mike, see you later. Right, R.I.P. I'm gonna miss that name. I'm gonna miss that name. I'm gonna still call you Mike. But so he was like, it was just sad. Like he like what do you do? He ran there fighting tooth and nail just to get his inventory now out at this time, because he can sell his stuff himself. But again, so if you already paid to ship it somewhere, they basically gonna charge him all this money, and it's still no guarantee. They made him go through all these different processes to verify and prove that he wasn't fraudulent and he is who he said he is and all of that stuff. He said he did all that. They still have not let his money go. He made a TT video. I'm hoping they let it go after that. I need to go back and check it. So I would never, in my opinion, I don't recommend nobody sending that amount of products to somebody else, because honestly, they control his business now. And it's been a few other people that said that they had certain experiences. Like, it's another lady that does embroidery or do customizations. It was another lady that made like tutus and stuff, like real beautiful tutus and things of that nature. She was saying that people, you know, over there, you can return your stuff and get your money back. So the plus side is they have their own customer service. The plus side is you don't really have to deal with returns. The downside is somebody can get an item, use it, and send it back and say, you know, they don't need it. So especially, like, imagine you spending time to create a shirt that says somebody's name. Happy 20th birthday. They take it, wear it to the event. You can see the stains in it and everything, and they sending it back to Amy. And then they taking the money back from you. When you know you made it, it shipped, and there was nothing wrong with the item. So that's the hiccup over there. That's the hiccup. Heck, I've ordered like little jewelry kits and pieces missing, and it looked like it's something that they repackaged and sent back to me, because whoever had it before sent it back to them. So I'm not saying I would not do it, but if somebody does choose to do it, come up with a plan. The difference with them, I think you don't even have access to the emails. So you can't even build an email list with Amy. So, you know, I think, you know, it's easier to do it that way. After, I've never really done Amy for a lot of big items. I really didn't get stuck into Amy. ETSY, when I started seeing how people were stealing, it was so bad that, okay, in the beginning, I did some scarves. Years later, my niche turned into hair bonnets, right? It was so bad that I ended up creating a digital way to just get a digital template on how to make them or whatever. I created my own videos, um, step by step. You have people that don't know how to work the internet. You have people that want to know how to do certain things, but they don't know how to download a PDF. Ask me how I know, because I've had relatives come to me and say they bought something and they can't download it. So those are the people that get mad because you not only have to deal with selling stuff, you have to provide decent customer service, and you have to be, on time with it. You got to be in that chat to show how quick you reply and respond to some of the stuff. A lot of times what people will do, they'll just send a nasty review. They won't contact you. You know what? That is a good idea. That is a good idea. The crazy thing about those penny items? Um, a lot of people are able to go in the store and get them. But certain people that find them, the store has the right to refuse sale. And I'm not talking about that particular store. I'm talking about I'm gonna say DG. So every week they have those type of items, and people go in there and find them or whatever. And it's just crazy because you like, girl, where you live in the middle of nowhere? Because we don't have that around here. They will make it hard for you to get anything on sale that's supposed to be on sale. The DGs around here, they some haters. That's why I really don't even coupon the way I used to. I do for some things, which reminds me I need to order me some stuff. But now that's a lucrative way to get it going. Um and that's how a lot of the, like, when we had the really really good paper coupons, that's what a lot of the women did around here. They would go and coupon, like the housewives, they would go and coupon all the stuff up, get everything about the store before we can even get it. And then they'll sell it back on FB Marketplace. Mm-hmm. Yep. They have stockpile sales on the stuff that they want to coupon. I didn't even know it was that serious. Like, and the crazy thing, I had to connect on newspaper bundles. So I would meet people, and they were just, to me, I got enough to make sure I had what I need. I was not in it to, resell. Everybody, it's always a good thing that come about until somebody F it up because they found another way to do it. So I like literally had a metal rack just for my stuff that I coupon. And if it's overflowed and spilled off of that, that means it won't no more for me to get. Because I really didn't have a lot of space to put the stuff in. So much so my mama, she had her rack in her house. And, you know, you don't have to buy stuff for a long time. It's a beautiful thing. But then you get people that came in that want to fight over coupons. I was like, what? So I had like extra bundles, and a lot of times, so much so, I would like throw them in the trash or the recycling bin. At the time, I was living in a house. I would put them in the bin, right? Because whatever. So I met a lady, and it was one of the worst ideas I had in my life because Again, you never know people's intentions and how desperate they are. Now, she had a whole bunch of children. And I'm thinking she just coupon because she got a lot of kids. I didn't know she had a sorry man living in her house and she needed to make extra income from it. Right? What? Shut the front door. I'm gonna have to go there and get some stuff for my daughter. I'm gonna write that down. Y'all be teaching me some stuff, honey. Really? Okay. Until Friday. Make a note of that. Cause I gotta get her some stuff. And that's affordable for me. I love to keep like you know what, we really don't have that many of them here. And how do you know about all these sales? We don't really have that many of those stores here. Um, I can think of maybe two that I've seen lately because they did close a few stores. So it's nothing I really need from there. Um, Cause we natural girls. We natural. We don't. You know what? I got a yellow bird that I've had for like 15 years, and it still works. So they can go get all these other ones. It works amazing. I literally got it. Okay, okay. Yeah. So I got it. My daughter's 13. So I had to get it maybe at least 15 years ago. And when I tell you those were the hair dryers to get from Sally's back then. You know, that's what people use. They got bomb rubber bands? Cause ain't rubber bands everywhere. Oh, let me find out you about to open a rubber band business. Cause you probably could just take them and sell them since you say you're gonna flip them penny items. I don't use pink lotion. Pink lotion ain't good for your hair. I need my edges. That's some stuff we used when we was younger. We gotta put you on to the hair butters and stuff like that. The stuff that actually take care of your hair and actually moisturize it. You got that good hair. If you using pink lotion, if you using pink lotion, you must got your hair got to be you got a good fine hair. Cause pink lotion don't do nothing for that. It do not add any moisture. Okay, it's curly. So with that, I'm scared to take mine off. I got a little bit of moisture still left from yesterday, right? It ain't horrible. Cause I braided my hair up here. So you got some good hair. You got a good grade of hair. Now, mine I wet yesterday. I still got a little wave left to it. Juices and berries. Get some water. How much water do you spray in your hair? Because water, realistically, when you have really, really nice hair, you can get you some water and like some aloe. aloe vera, or some black Jamaican castor oil. What's greasy? Aloe vera? Water? What's greasy? You know what? For my hair, because I have like I have combination jam. I don't use jam. I don't recommend nobody use jam on their hair because, well, I mean it's all in preference. I don't like no whole bunch of product build up on my head. Like my hair, yesterday I wet it and I washed it when I was in the shower. I washed it with some black soap. It's like a liquid form of black soap. Grease. Why are you putting grease in your? You don't even have to probably part your hair. You must got real long hair. How long is your hair? It's down your back. I ain't say not eating jam. I just that's sticky. That ain't gonna be greasy. I already know that. What are you talking about? But like that, shoulders. Oh, so what you use, head and shoulders? Now I think that's a good shampoo if you have like issues with your scalp. It's similar to, in my opinion, it's similar to sulfur 8 shampoo. Like it'll get your hair back together, it'll get your pH back together. But I don't think it's one that you're supposed to use on a regular basis. You gotta have some real bad like psoriasis or something. And even with that, you don't want to do it too much. Oh, your head to your shoulders. What is wrong with my phone? So so what do you do? Get cornrows and stuff? Oh well, you don't got snowflakes. You don't got that problem. That's good. Hey, monkey. So to maintain moisture, this is what I generally do. Real talk. Because I don't have the same hair as you. I'm mid. Mine is good in some spots, and then I got this in some areas, right? Like in the middle is. So with that being said, I had to find something that works for both, right? So before I wash my hair most of the time, I will add moisture to it because I know when I put a shampoo in it, it's gonna take the moisture out. So say for instance, it be a whole situation. When I get ready to wash my hair, I'll either get a fresh aloe vera and get the juice out of it. I don't like nobody messing in my head either, honey. Cause you don't know what they intentions. So this is what I generally do. I will. It's called. It's all over YouTube. Pre-poo. So people are basically pre-moisturizing their hair because they already know. Depending, because everybody don't use a good shampoo that helps their head, right? It is what it is. So generally for my pre-poo, I will use black Jamaican castor oil. And I ain't talking about the castor oil that's mixed with all this, that, and the third. I use that because it's a nice thickness to it, right? And then I use the aloe vera with it. So you can squeeze out the aloe vera, make your own aloe vera, or they sell aloe vera gel that's already made, right? So you pair the two together, you work them in your hair, and you get like the little shower caps, the little plastic shower caps, and you let that sit in your hair for a couple hours. Hell, I don't even let it sit for a whole day before. It ain't gonna do nothing but moisturize your hair really, really good, right? And then when you go to wash it, See, with you not having a real thick or bad texture of hair, you can just shampoo your hair and condition it the way you normally do. And when you finish that, you can add more moisture to it. But realistically, your hair is going to be so moisturized because of what you already put in it. It's going to change the game for you. That's what I generally do. Now, my hair is not still moisturized because I did not pre-poo my hair yesterday. When I pre-poo my hair, I generally do it at least like once a week because it's hot outside and these two little braids is going to carry me through the summer. Because I'm trying to do like the less is more approach to my hair so I can grow it. I got two people's hair to do, but throughout the years I really ain't want to do that, but I'm getting ready to do that because my daughter, she has a lot of hair, and if that method can work for her hair texture, it can work for anybody's, and it works for mine as well. So it's about adding moisture. Yeah, it's hot, but the thing is, if you add the moisture to your hair before you wash it, and then like you said, if you wear it back, when you wear it back, it's gonna stay moisturized. So say if 1 or 2 days go by and you need to just add a little bit moisture, take a little bit of, whatever it is, like the black Jamaican castor oil. That's like that's like that's like magic for any type of hair that need moisture. You know, that's definitely curly, kinky. It don't even matter what level. That will moisturize your hair and it changed the game. Now my black Jamaican castor oil, I'm gonna put you on game. I ordered that from damn, what's the name of that damn place? I done had the bottle so long. What is the name of it? It's a place because they sell a lot of they sell shea butters and everything. What is the name of the damn place? I ain't bought nothing from them in a while. I bought me a big jug of it. It's a game changer. Like, it really is. And I don't, like I said, I don't buy the ones in the store that's like $10 because they come in the little things, and a lot of times they're mixed with a lot of other fillers. And there's nothing wrong with getting the different blends of oil, but if you're looking for the real deal, let me find the name. I want to say it start with a P. You gonna shave, but either way, it gotta grow back, and you still gonna have to moisturize it, but it'll be low. Damn, I can't think of the name of the place. I can't even think of the name. But that's the best oil I've ever bought. Like, you see those different brands and stuff like that with the names and the scents. Yeah, that stuff smell good. Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna find it. Because, matter of fact, let me look on the label. It might be on the daggone front of the bottle. Hold on. Duh. I don't know why they ain't got it on the bottle. They ain't even had a label. That's crazy. It tells you that it's 100% black Jamaican castor oil. But it didn't have the name of the company. That's crazy. I'm going to find the name. No, the heat ain't getting to me because I ain't been nowhere. You funny. Why is it another? Okay. Ain't no he getting to me because I'm inside. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, you might want to cut yours off because it's gonna be a hot summer, huh? It just started. It just started. I cannot believe. You know what? I need to find that name anyway because I need to order some stuff from them. Matter of fact, let me go look at my shea butter. Hold on. Ooh. I think I found it. Not me, Al Wolf. Yeah, he be doing too much. You is crazy. That's my baby Tez. He about that life. Okay, Anlin. Well, I'm on the peninsula and it's hot. You ain't wash your hands. I cannot go. I wash my hair maybe, well, I have to go fully dip and wet my hair, honey, every couple of days. Because now I found the name. This is the shea butter I got from them. And I had to go find it. The name is Plants Guru. So I found the name on the shea butter. It won't on the castor oil. This is the company. Plant Guru. Oh, it smells good. I got my little beeswax. But yeah. Who's at the top? Oh, right here. You stupid. Lord, let me dip my finger in here and mess with you. No, this is hair. Let me dig in here. See that? That's shea butter. You crazy. Why would somebody put that on camera? You was crazy. Matter of fact, let me put some on. You tried it. You play too much. All day. Can't gonna play. That's what I'm gonna say. And we don't rhyme that thing all together. But yeah, Plant Guru, I like them because, and the crazy thing is, when I was on ETSY, well, I ain't. You right, they will. They will do that. You know what? I take that back. But no, I use that to make this. I had another one sitting over here. And this one is almost gone. So no, I use that to make my hair butter. No, that's what that's used for, sir. And I know people are crazy. Now this one right here, this was my newest one that I used to make and plus you know you can use shea butter to make almost anything. I use some of it for my deodorant. That I got the hair butter I make, the body butter. Now the hair one, I coined it a hair one because I use some shavy oil, and shavy oil, helps grow your hair and keep it moisturized. So generally, after I wash my hair, I put a little bit up there, not a lot, because I don't want it dripping down my face. That's what you got to think about when you use stuff that have an oil base on your head when your hair wet. Just a little bit, you know, and kind of put it towards the root for the moisture. But like my hair today, I'm gonna have to go get my spray bottle and re-moisturize it. But if you do a pre-poo, that moisture in your hair gonna last way longer. Also, I like Plant Guru because they have the blocks of black soap, and I like washing my hair with black soap because it's self-explanatory. Black soap is like one of the natural soaps. So I basically do everything with black soap. I wash my hair and I shower with it. Yeah, that's what you're doing. So what kind of oil? What kind of oil you putting in your hair? And how much you putting in your hair to where it's in your eyes? I'll be ready to cut my hair off too. I had the buzz cut that jank up off my head. Ain't no way in the world you putting that much oil on your head that is in your eyes. And you have curly hair. Oh yeah, black soap generally comes in like a bar. And if you look up the ingredients of black soap, it's just basically one of the most natural soaps you can find, right? And everything needs to lay down. Jam. Oh, jam. Teddy, jam for me, yeah. That's how much jam you put in your head. Um, I thought jam was more so to put on your edges. You better stop playing in the products like that. You just playing and wasting that product. And you ain't wash your hair in 5 days and you put stuff in there and it's dripping down in your eye. And you got a good curl pattern. You should be washing your hair at least twice a week. Because you don't need no but water. But anyway, back to the black soap. I don't have any bar soap because I think I melted everything down that I had already. Yes, you using it wrong. Jam. Now, don't get me wrong. You can use it to put your hair in a ponytail. But jam is for this right here on the side, the layback. You know what I'm saying? I do have like, oh, let me see. I don't have no type of jam. I do got a little bit of gorilla snot. It's called gorilla snot. And people will, when you trying to get your edges to lay down, because I get it, like how my edges are right here. If I use some water and a little bit of like, say jam or something, I will brush everything up. And then the key to making it lay better is taking something like a little band, or do I have anything? Or if you got a piece of fabric at home that you can cut and just wrap it around there before you, like, on your way out the door, leave it up there for like 15-20 minutes, your hair will lay down a little better. He don't wash his hair. Well, do he wash his tail? I don't know about that. Anyway, back to the black suit. That's stressful. That you just stressed me out. I don't know what that was about. But he said he don't ever wash his hair. And their hair is oily. It's the opposite. It produces so much oil that you have to wash it. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I find it hard to believe. Cause even if he said he don't wash it, he has to come in contact with water in the shower. Maybe he don't use products to wash it, but he has to at least rinse it. I bet he do stink. Funky ass. I'm not messing with you. You said to me, how he got nice flowing hair and don't wash it? I guess everybody just got a different situation. I bet it do. That's that oil. It overproduces oil. Meanwhile, I'm around here trying to make sure I got enough in mind to make it through the day. Anyway, back to the black soap. So if I had one with me, I would show you. He crazy, ain't he crazy? He don't wash his hair, and his hair produces oil. You know he ain't washing his tail. I already knew he was thinking. That's why I said what. Anyway, so the black soap, right? I came with you. You got me off topic, off key with this nasty man. So the black soap is just that. It's like a black rock. It looks like a rock, right? And people will get it and think they can use it just the way it is. No, that's not how it's used. Because it's so potent. It's it's not now you don't ever supposed to use it straight on your skin because you don't know the reaction that your body gonna have. That's just like what's his name, Charlemagne, the ever living goddess. And so he got a little bit more money. He was able to get his skin back in order because he had black spots in his face that were permanent. And he even admitted when he was using black soap, that's what happened. So it's a good thing, but then it can be bad. So this has black soap and sea moss in it, right? I'm gonna show you the color of the black soap. Once you dilute it, and then you put because it already has different oils and stuff in it or whatever. And you can see it's lathered and all that. It's good to go. I could put it anywhere. I ain't worried about that because I done had this one long enough to have it. But anyway, when it's in the bar, it's like when you buy something from concentrate. Basically, that's what it is. And until you can boil some water and take that bar and put it in there, and it's gonna dissolve all of that, and that liquid is gonna change the concentration of it. No different than if you go get a thing of lemonade made from concentrate and you put it in water. That's basically how you look at black soap. And once you get it, you just add whatever type of oils that you want to add to it that you see fit. Now I went and got extra and added some sea moss to mine and made me a face and body soap. But you can use it by itself. And that's what I use to bathe in. That's what I use to wash my hair. And just from washing my hair, I just went and put the moisture on it yesterday and kept it pushing. Now, yeah. So that's what you can do with the black soap. It's powerful. I literally have You know how like you got the water jug gallons or the big ones? I have those filled with black soap because when I got the bar, I didn't want the bar to sit around and dry out. I didn't even realize it can dry out until it did. So I took it out of that, and then I went ahead and turned it into a liquid. And I just use all the liquids, on a regular basis. Kane is terrible. Somebody that man him up, he don't wash his hair ever. Child, with his funky ass. He said it looked like a camel licked his hair. It's terrible. What is wrong? And you call me crazy. I'll be that. Give me that name. But checking my phone to see what's up. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get up off here. I've been up here for like 2 hours. I gotta go cook because I'm hungry. Oh snap! Hey, how's it just a standard though? Man, they just be doing me dirty up here. That's alright. I'll take that. I'll take that. What? Oh, okay, okay. That was up here. Okay, okay, cool. I had to check my app. But yeah. Katie, you gone? I'm ready to go. Cause you came in on the end of everything. You had to go replay to hear the other conversation. It was real. It was real. And I all for the most part, I'll talk about an experience, and me and him was, you know, talking about that. And yeah, let me get my butt up off here. I done been up here 2 hours. I gotta go fix me something to eat. Let's see something. Hmm? What is something? I'm ready to go make me some pizza dough. I was supposed to do yesterday that I didn't. What in the world? Oh, I missed that. I gotta go see that. Yeah, I got some stuff I need to go catch up on because I got up so doggone late, and I really didn't even plan on. That wasn't my goal. I was trying to go to bed. I did get up on here last night to talk about some crazy stuff that was going on in the moment, and I don't know. I guess my body just need more sleep than what it has been getting lately, and it feels great. It felt good. It felt good sleeping as long as I wanted to, resting. Because when I get up, it's a daycare center under me, and they got 11 kids, and I just have to adjust daily. So I'm gonna go cook my pizza, and then I'm gonna go fight with my printer because it's certain things that I have to print today, and I'm hopeful that I can get it done today. And I really need to use that printer to print it out because, again, it's eco-friendly. It allows me to do everything I need to do effortlessly. And I don't know why it's being this way. Like, really thinking about just getting a new one. I don't know. I haven't had it that long. I don't want to break up with my printer yet. I don't. It's been really good to me. I gotta pour my soap back in my bottle. And try not to make a mess at the same time. Also, when it comes to, and I'm going to say that before I go. When I was talking about how I liquefy black soap, depending on the type of bottle you put it in, you can get it and put it in a foam bottle, and you can use that as a good face wash, because the foam, you know, I mean, it pretty much does the same thing, but it's just something about the foam that's way softer on your skin. I need to put that back on there. Yeah. I have to clean this table off. Get this mess off here. Let me throw that away. That ain't working. Yes, I'm going to organize my whole situation because I gotta go bring my printer in here, and I gotta move all this stuff off here in order to troubleshoot my printer and handle my business. I really need to print out some documents for some important stuff, because I'm always moving and shaking and doing things behind the scenes, and I need to handle this business because I got a deadline to meet. My printer is not acting right. We shall overcome. It's gonna be all right. What's this? Oh, there's it. Put my little sewing needles together. Put them over there because I'm not sewing today. But it's been real. I enjoy coming and chatting and all of the things. But even everybody that's in the bushes. Honey, I gotta get this thing together. I already got up late, and I feel like I'm not off track because I always do my own thing. So I'm accustomed to bring them in here. Yeah, put that up. Put my soap and stuff up. Get it out of here. But it's been real. I gotta go physically move my printer again and change my whole setup again. Honestly, I think it'd be a better look for me because, not better look, but a better idea. I really didn't want my microphone in here because, like I said, I have a daycare center under me. And from time to time, you never know how loud it's going to be. So, honestly, it doesn't matter where it is. It's just all about when I decide to use it. And so, who's to say I might not want to get up and be feeling like I'm in a quiet storm vibe and want to be on the microphone and be like, oh, this is me. And, I just want to have that versatility if I want to. That don't mean that's what I'm going to do, but if I want to, I want to be able to. And ain't no daycare center going to stop me from doing that. Because I don't have no babies. I got a puppy. I ain't got no babies. Like, these hoes will not hold me back, okay? Ain't shit on my motherfucking hip. But you know what? So, I need to put this up. And I'll probably, I don't know, I'll probably start another live or something while I'm fighting with my computer and my printer. But no, then I'm going to be frustrated. Either way, it don't matter. I'll come back. Give me a few minutes and I'll start another live stream. I'll be back.